This is definitely Frisco's?
Yes.
And the WSB gave it to you?
Everything always came from them.
You know that agents aren't allowed to take any personal effects into the field with them.
He always had it with him. He hid it somewhere, but he always had it with him.
Maybe he lost it.
No. It was the only thing that mattered to him in the field. He said that he would never give it up willingly.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't be. At least I have it. Something to hold on to. I have a feeling this is the only thing that's going to get me to our wedding anniversary.
I know you're all terribly impatient to begin the water championship. Yeah! But I have bad news. Mr. Crandall, who's going to be our judge and our umpire, has been delayed. And we may have to put off the competition until tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm really sorry about it.
Daddy!
Hello, sweetheart. There's my girl.
Great.
Why aren't you in your swim gear, huh?
Oh, because I still have poison ivy.
Oh.
Daddy, guess what?
What?
You know all about swimming and diving and all that, right?
I do?
Well, you told me you swam the Mediterranean with Mommy, and you caught big, huge white sharks with your bare hands.
Yeah, well, yeah, but...
I got an idea. Come here. Daddy, you're going to be the judge.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Yeah! The best one in the world.
Well, what if Mr. Crandall, he might turn up in a minute.
That's very nice of you, Mr. Scorpio.
So can we start right now?
I don't see why not. Watch out for great white. One thing's obvious, you won't be lacking for rowers.
Rowers?
Yeah, to take you out to the float, of course.
What?
Yeah, the only place to judge the diving, actually. Oh, and you're going to be needing a change of swimming clothes.
Fresh out.
No matter, we have plenty.
Wait a minute. I'm an odd size.
If they have elastic waists, they fit any size, 20s on up.
Maybe I should wear more official type gear like this.
It gets wet in the boat.
Trust me, I'll be okay.
Okay, suit yourself. I'll have officers ready for competition in just a few minutes. Okay, everybody, down to the lake.
Yeah!
You're a big help.
Well, I always like to be of service.
Thanks, Daddy. Now all the other kids are jealous of me.
Anything for you, sweetheart.
Just wish I could be in the competition with darn old poison ivy.
Yeah. You know, gives me an idea. Why don't you two, stick around here and kind of keep an eye on me out on the float? Kind of like, judge the judge, so to speak. Cheryl's very good at that.
Well, it's kind of hard to see the people on the float. It's real far. Hey, I got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take Miss Stansbury on a tour of the camp like I did when you came the last time?
That's a...
No, Miss Stansbury. To you, I'm Cheryl.
Right.
And I think it sounds like a great idea.
Great.
How about everything else, apart from the poison ivy, that is?
Well, it's just great. Uncle Duke came to visit me, and we rode the horses, and we even called Mommy, too.
Bet she liked that.
She did.
They spend much time talking together?
Not actually. I did all the talking. But I figured Uncle Duke wouldn't mind because he was going straight to Port Charles right then, so he could talk to her personally.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Mr. Scorpio! Mr. Scorpio!
Yeah.
Time for the competition to start! Come on!
Goodbye.
Have fun. Well, shall we begin?
You bet!
our exploration?
I'm so glad you came along.
So am I.
My daddy really likes you. Do you think you'll get married?
Come on, people. We're on a schedule here. Good. Oh, that's...
Well,
I'm trying to keep out of the way.
yeah, I'm trying to. She's got those guys jacked up so high that one tried to hand me a paintbrush. She's tough, that one.
Yeah, she has to be. She charges enough for it.
Lucky for you, boss, this one's on the house.
Yeah, lucky me. I'm about the luckiest guy around these days, aren't I? I just hope we don't get a repeat performance from whoever did this.
Boss, don't say that.
Yeah, you're right. Can't worry about that. Why don't you bring this stuff upstairs and you can unfurl this mess we're getting because of this?
Yeah, you're right. I think we're in the way down here.
It's real good.
Knowing how determined you can be, I did wonder whether you didn't arrange all of this just so you can come here and redecorate.
Oh, well, actually, that thought had crossed my mind.
Really?
What's that old expression? What you don't know can't hurt you?
It's a good idea stopping by the snack bar. I'm surprised you don't weigh 500 pounds with all this temptation around.
Well, there's a rule. If we don't start eating all our meals and don't clean our plate, Zappo, no snack bar.
Oh, well, I'm glad one of us can resist temptation. So, if I finish mine first, do I get the rest of yours?
No way! But I'll let you have a lick if you answer my question about you and Daddy.
What question is that?
Are you going to marry him?
Well, I think that's something you ought to ask your dad.
I'm going to, but all he can tell me is whether or not he's going to ask you. But you can tell me whether or not you're going to say yes or no.
Well, I can't fault your logic.
So what's it going to be?
You want the most honest answer?
Yep.
Okay. It's not really a question you can answer in an abstract kind of way. If you did ask me, I think all three of us would find out my answer at the same time.
You like him, though, a lot. I can tell.
Yep. I like him a whole lot.
Did you know that my daddy was married after my mom?
Mm-hmm. To Holly. And I believe he loved her very much.
But she died, though. He was sad for a long time.
Yes, he was. I had someone, too. And he was very dear. And he was killed, too.
You were sad, too, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes when I'm sad, I just go to my secret place and I think of happy stuff.
You, too?
Sure do. Did you ever have, secret places like that and then have adventures and happy stuff when you were sad?
When I was a little girl, I read lots and lots of books.
Mm-hmm.
Only I never finished them.
You mean you stopped in the middle?
Mm-mm. I read them all the way through to the end. All kinds of adventures of princesses and dragons and enchanted forests. Only then, when it got to the end of the story, I just kept going and made up more adventures of my own. So the story never ended.
Do you keep secrets?
You mean like how unicorns only eat cherry blossoms?
Well, there's a secret place, and it's just mine, and nobody else knows about it. You want to see it?
I'd be very honored. Are you sure you want to show it to me?
Uh-huh. But you can't tell anybody, not even Dad.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Act casual so nobody follows us.
Okay. I'm casual. Fine.
Will do.
Okay,
Thank
good.
You know, finish yet, Olivia? I'm surprised.
You'll be surprised how fast it is finished. It would have been helpful if the blueprints had been done properly, but... Say, aren't you supposed to be in New York tomorrow for some meetings?
Don't worry about it. I'll be there.
I'm not worried. By the time you get back, I'll have this place completely finished, and Port Charles will be ready for the grand opening of the new Duke's Club.
No, that can't happen soon enough for me. It's costing me a fortune to keep this place closed every day.
You'll make more money when we reopen, too. I found a way to increase your seating capacity, so you should be able to turn over 10% more business every night. All right.
That sounds impressive. What do you think, Angel? Can the staff handle 10% more people here every night?
We can do anything, boss.
Oh, speaking of people, have you seen Cheryl today?
No, but she often leaves very early in the morning.
Well, she said she was having breakfast with Robert Scorpio, and I haven't heard from her since then.
Listen, speaking of Scorpio, he was by here asking some tough questions.
What did he want?
Well, he wanted to know why we hadn't gone to the police after this place had been vandalized.
Is that all? We'll just let him complain.
Can I at least count on a supper tonight as a reward for my labors?
It could be arranged.
Oh, good.
Boss, telephone. Anna.
Hello, Anna.
Hello. I really need to talk to you.
Well, if this is about a separation and my finding a lawyer...
It's not about that. But I'd like you to come over to my office for a few minutes as soon as possible.
Okay. There's nothing here that I have to stay for, so I'll be right over. Angel, I'm going to go up to Anna's office for a while, but I'll be back shortly.
Okay, boss.
You can probably count on supper tonight.
Great, thank you.
See, look. I told you it was big enough for an adult to fit.
Try not to be an adult.
What are you then?
It's been a long time since I've been an elf.
Is that what you are now?
Nork?
What does Nork mean?
Elf talk for yes.
I think I'll be an elf, too. I'll be the queen of the elves.
Oh, good. So, Your Majesty, can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
Shoot? Is that elf talk?
Well, I'm just trying to keep the fantasy uncomplicated. Until you get back in the habit.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
No problem. So what was your question?
How did you ever find such a beautiful, secret place?
Well, you know, we played hide and seek all that summer, and I used this as my secret hiding place. And I won all the games until they didn't let me play anymore, but that was okay with me because I was just testing it out for secrecy.
And it passed every time, huh?
It sure did. Did you ever have a secret place when you were a kid?
Not as nice as this.
What, did you have, like, adventures and all that stuff?
Yeah. I was Snow White once. And after I'd married the prince, he was kidnapped by evil grundlings, and I had to rescue him.
Did you?
Mm-hmm, of course.
I bet you were a beautiful princess.
All princesses are beautiful. And so are elf queens.
I think my daddy's very smart.
What makes you say that?
Because he's falling in love with you.
Come here, you beautiful elf queen. Speaking of your daddy...
Oh, I know. We better get back before he starts looking hard and we might find it.
Oh, no, we can't have that, can we?
No way.
Robin,
Yes?
I'd like to come back here and visit your secret place with you again. May I?
Of course. It's your secret place, too.
Thanks.
Let's
Go.
It was Mr. Lavery with an unknown accomplice who pinpointed the whereabouts of Anna Devane, and that led to the capture of Putnam and the rescue of Miss Devane. Unknown accomplice. With Julian Jerome.
Hello.
Hi. That was quick.
I came as quickly as I could. You sounded as if it was urgent.
Thank you. Did you enjoy your visit with Robin?
Yes, it was very nice. She asked me to make a point of telling you that I had seen the poisoned ivy and it was indeed clearing up.
Good.
She's met a new friend. Nice kid. Honey. Terribly sorry about the telephone call, Anna. She had her heart set on making it, and I didn't think it was fair for me to stop her.
That's all right.
About the lawyer, I am looking for one. What between my meetings in New York and the problems with the club here, there don't seem to be enough hours in the day for me to get everything done.
I've been thinking about what you told me in New York and about the things that are going on here.
It was all the truth.
I understand that you were covering up just to protect Robin and me.
You know how much easier it would have been if I could have told someone, Anna? It's very easy to share a secret. Only problem is then you involve another person. You know that, don't you?
I need to ask you some questions to clear up some things in my mind.
Ask anything.
Do you honestly believe, honestly, that you can make the Jerome operations completely legitimate?
The people I've talked to have agreed. The protection people, the gamblers, the loan sharkers.
And drugs and prostitution?
They'll be tougher.
Yes. What if you can't succeed at that? I mean, drug dealers is a huge thing to interfere with. There is so much money involved. What if they refuse?
They'll be let loose from the family.
And is Victor Jerome ready to allow that? All that money and power? And the whole thing is ridiculous.
Julian was determined that it could work. He was working towards it.
Yes, but that was Victor Jerome's son. He's not about to take out a contract on his own son. But this is you.
Anna, I'm obliged to Julian. He died saving my life.
Yeah, you're risking it, don't you see?
Nobody's going to kill me.
Oh, you don't know that. You don't know that at all. What if you fail at this? Then what?
Then I'll walk away.
You don't walk away from these people. The Jerome family law has never changed.
Oh, come on, Anna. I have to try. Don't you understand that?
Yes, I do. I think you ought to do something for your own protection. I think you ought to write everything down that you do. Document it, all of it.
Perhaps you're right. Maybe I will do that. Excuse me. I have to go. Anna, I want out of this situation as much as you want me out of it. But who hasn't found themselves in a position where the only way to get out of the trap is to move ahead? Have you?
Cool judge. Everybody just loved him. And they feel kind of bad about the accident.
Accident? What accident?
Daddy!
What happened to you?
It's all rather simple. The boat left and I got in it. I then stood up in the boat as it got close to the shore and the boat hit a submerged log. See?
Like an anchor, head first. Oh, my.
Well, I'm glad you guys are getting a great big laugh out of it. That's a big sloppy kiss, huh?